Welcome and welcome back, brownie lovers and gluten-free friends. 11 boxed gluten-free mixes, 4 down. These 1, 2, 3, 4 reviews out there, videos out there, and we are ready to go with Simple Mills. This one is an almond flour, so it might be a little thicker, looks a little cakier, but let's bake it up, see how it turns out, and give it the taste test. Let's go. Let's cook them up, see how they taste. And here is everything that we need to make this Simple Mills almond flour brownie mix gluten-free. So of course the mix, which is in this packet here, favorite mixing bowl, spatula, the whisk for the wet ingredients. The wet ingredients are 3 tablespoons. So I left this here. It's 3 tablespoons, which isn't even half of this little glass. Okay, 3 tablespoons of water, 2 eggs, and half a cup of either oil or butter. So half a cup. Oil is what I'll be using, and I'll get this in the bowl and get it mixed up for us. We'll see what it looks like and smells like. There we go. In the bowl, we have the water, the oil, and the 2 eggs, and we're using the whisk to break those egg yolks apart and get the white mixed up. So let me get this mixed up, and then we'll come back and add in the dry ingredients, the packet of the mix itself. There we go. The liquids, the eggs, the water, and the oil are all mixed. And if you can see, because of the oil, it's a little whiter in color. So that's fine. That's just the oil. And next goes in the packet, the dry mix. And I cut a little corner off, not the whole end, so that I can put in a little, stir a little, then add a little. It makes the mixing process go a lot easier to just add a little bit at a time. So let me get this mixed up. We'll come back and see what it looks like. Here's a check-in at the halfway point. Half of that batter's in there, and I can just barely use the whisk. So that's a good time to put the whisk down and switch to the spatula and put the rest of the mix into the bowl. And here's the whole box mixed up. It is quite thick. See how it's not dripping like a syrup, and it's actually kind of hard to turn. This is definitely the thickest. I'm almost going to say the toughest. You can tell it's a nut flour. It's almond flour, so it is way more solid. And spoiler alert, it does not smell like brownies. It smells like when you open a can of almonds. So not repulsive, but it smells like almond flour instead of the cocoa or the chocolate. So let's see how it cooks up. It goes in either an 8x8 or 9x9 parchment paper or grease. So I'm using the parchment paper. I have a 9x9 pan, and let's get it in there. Okay, and here it is in the pan. And it honestly was the easiest to put in the pan. Like, it doesn't move. It is very heavy. It is very dense, and it spread like fudge. It was super, super easy to spread. Again, the easiest one to get in the pan. And when I licked the spatula, I was like, it's different. You can tell, again, it's almond flour. It's very nutty to me, but let's get this in the oven. It goes in at 375 or 400, depending on your pan. And I have the 9x9, so 18 to 22 minutes and 400 for me in the oven. Here we go. So here's how they look after 18 minutes. They are definitely done. I did the fork test, and it is super clean. Again, this is a totally different texture. The almond flour, it's made it feel at this point a little bit drier, a little bit cakier, and the fork test came out super clean at the minimum amount of time. So they need to cool off, and then we'll do the taste test. And this is why I love parchment paper. See the paper's underneath? So I flipped it upside down, popped it right out of the pan. Look at that. And again, this is a Simple Mills. We're going to let it cool and do the taste test. So here they are, the Simple Mills almond flour brownies, completely baked, completely cooled. And we'll do the taste test. Remember I said it was interesting when I licked the spatula, and so is this. It came off more like cake. You can see it looks drier than the others so far too. So here we go. Interesting. So it has these little chocolate chips in it, which really help it. Wow, it's dry, guys. I was going to say it tastes like you're eating a healthy brownie. Like, it's not decadent. It's not gooey. It's not fudgy. It's not full of sugar, but it really isn't full of sugar. So this one has 9 grams of sugar, where the others have had 16, 15, 13, except of course this keto friendly So these are averaging 13, 15, 16 grams of sugar, and this one was 9. So if you want a quote unquote healthy brownie, I would recommend this one because it tastes like you're eating something healthy. I think it's going to go number 4 out of 5 so far. So hope that helps, and we'll see you on the next one.